Hi guys, I'm outside today. It's just before the sun going down. It is cold today and it's gonna be real cold tomorrow, but wanted to kind of show you what's going on with our setup here. It's quite different than what it was, but it should be really amazing. Hold on a second. Okay, so here is our setup here. If you can see here, we have 16 raised beds. And if you can see, the beds come right up to like my hip. Inside is a mixture of topsoil and compost, which works really well for our crops. Overlooking the pond to kind of give you guys an idea of where everything was for those that have watched me more than one season. Over here, we still have a lot of the things that I have sown along this hill, and it's propped up quite a bit by about a foot. And then we're going to put a fence around it, and this area up here, up in the front, is actually going to be covered. We're right now covering it right now to prevent weeds, and then we're going to mulch it. So it's a little muddy right now because we got a lot of rain last night and the day before, and squishy stuff. So, but down this aisle, I'm probably going to do archways, kettle panel trellises. So for things like my loofahs, beans, and birdhouse gourds. But it should be really good. I'm hoping this is going to help me be a lot more productive and not fight weeds. When you're 52, almost 53 years old, and you're facing, I'm chronically ill. I have arthritis and lupus and all those fun things. And because of that, you have to be smart about how you do your garden, and do what works for you. That's all I can encourage you to do. Over here are our two tanks that we pull off of rainfall off of the roof there. And we're going to be using those to do some drip irrigation down here. So it should be, we're going to really make use of this space. It should be very productive. Hopefully, I've even got some things that I can put in, some compost, worm getters, that type of stuff here. And then, of course, I have plans for flowers, and more flowers over here and over here probably. So it should all be a really good thing. If you could see, this is really the basic footprint of these 3 rows. But we're going to be able to be a lot more productive and a lot more crops. And I won't be fighting the soil so much. I am still working on conditioning the soil because underneath is mulch, and things will be added to it yearly to improve the soil underneath. But in the meantime, I don't have to wait to have productive crops. So that is my plan. Our pond is doing pretty good. We're kind of filling in areas so we have a smaller pond, but that stays full part of the way. So, or more time for longer and a little easier. So over on the hill over here, that's where I did the dirt lockers, and that's going really well. Other things I have done, it's a nice time of year to start working as long as it's not too cold, although it's pretty cold right now. Things I have done is kind of clear out some things. I don't pull off. It's still cold, so I don't pull off all the ground cover. Anything that's, dried, I don't pull that off, but I do trim things that are high up and need to be trimmed down a little bit. But things are going well. Moving forward, other things we're doing, we're taking this one and going to be replacing 2 rain barrels I have in the corner over here. So those are coming down, and we'll be able to catch a lot more water that way. It's just about using your resources, and that's just one of those things that we feel like we need to do, especially since the drought was so bad last year. Over here, I have some of my garlic, and I have fertilized that today. And then I filled and topped off all my garden towers, including the ones with strawberries. So hopefully we'll be ready to go. And I even, for this one, I did berry tone, and over here I just did plant tone. That is an organic fertilizer that I like using. I have cold stratified a lot of seeds, and I have planted them along here. So we'll see. Things are starting to come up. You can see my forsythia is waiting for a nice warm day to start blooming. More garlic here and along here. And I have already seeded for over here. I planted snapdragons, snapdragon seeds, as well as poppies over here. Some of these really need to be repaired, like this one. Well, my husband's going to be doing that as the summer goes on. It's just, wear and tear that occurs. We've been here almost 20 years, so that makes sense, right? You're going to do some, repair and stuff on your bed. So, but really pleased with how things are going. Really happy with how far ahead we already are. And I'll take you into my grow room in a little bit.